today we got BORAT. I've never seen this guy, but I do remember him blowing up all over social media when I was in middle school. So let's see what he's about. I never seen his SNL, never seen his movie, nothing. I do know he made a movie. I do know he has an SNL thing. I have not seen any of that shit. I really never watched the skits on SNL. I think
is BORAT, probably
BORAT.
the most controversial movie made in the 21st century, but at the same time, it's also considered one of the best comedies.
He is my neighbor, Nur Sultan Tuliakbay. He is failing my assholes.
This man mastered the prank far before YouTube pranks became popular. Because what makes BORAT so unique is that it features real people who have no idea he is playing a character. He goes extremely.
They actually think he's from like another country.
With his humor, often violating social boundaries and taboos.
Over here, art down a kindergarten.
But his jokes went so far that it resulted in tons of lawsuits, and the movie.
No way, bro, got a lot of lawsuits.
Kindergarten.
But his jokes went so far that it resulted in tons of.
Another unwriting BORAT cast member files a lawsuit. Nah, Romanians, Sacha Baron Coden defeats Roy Moore's $95 million lawsuit over. Nah, I can't say that shit. May not say that.
Says
BORAT took satire to a whole new level, so I'm gonna show you why there will never be another movie like BORAT.
Is this my house? Entry, please.
But first,
bro, I gotta watch that movie.
You need to get a better understanding of the man behind BORAT, Sacha Baron Cohen.
What is the most popular thing in the world?
What?
Music.
No.
Tell me.
Ice cream.
Okay.
Sacha Baron Cohen is a British comedian known for his absurd satirical
Oh, he did The Dictator? Oh, that fool is funny.
characters. He rose to fame with the character of Ali G, a British roadman interviewing people such as David Beckham, Kobe Bryant, and
that fool's funny.
Donald Trump. He
You
later
gotta watch some of those interviews.
played a whole range of other characters, most famously a flamboyant Austrian fashionista named Bruno, the Kazakh
Bruno
journalist
was funny.
and General Aladdin in
Dictator was funny too, dude. That shit was hilarious.
Dictator, not to mention his most underappreciated role,
King Julian in Madagascar. I like to move it.
No way, he was the Nah.
By the way, he was
That was goated.
set to play Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
That was goated.
Frederick Mercury. We like him very much in Kazakhstan. He is a ladies' man.
But he dropped out after disagreements with the band. His characters became famous for asking the most outrageous questions to people who were not aware they have been set up.
Are you allowed to
That's
date
fucked.
other members of the team, or do you have to wait till the season is over?
What?
You want everything? You can't drink there while you're driving. It's against the law.
What?
Off camera, however, Cohen is a very well-spoken man with a degree in history, and rarely appears as his real self,
Oh shit.
often going to talk shows and public gatherings to pull off pranks.
Oh, that's fucked. I'll never forget that. No way he did Eminem like that. Fuck.
Have fun this evening.
This man literally knows no shame. In 2018, he managed to get an actual US state representative to do this.
Go.
What the fuck?
Actual US state representative
A Georgia state
to do
representative.
this.
Go.
USA, motherfucker.
Cohen's pranks have often pushed one to many boundaries, and though he has earned a lot of praise during his career, he has also built a track record of lawsuits and getting into trouble. And with
Damn, bro's been
BORAT,
getting
let's just
sued.
say things became a bit more than just a prank.
We never.
Hey, this is all video, by the way. I don't want to get sued.
Moment, I think I have the Guinness World Record for the most sued actor in history.
Well, even if you do sue me, I really don't have that much to give. So, I mean, you can go sue me, but I mean, yeah. You want to spend more money trying to sue me than you're gonna get back.
Not in the room yet, sir. Hold on.
This is not my room?
This is the elevator. It takes you to the floor where your room is.
One day y'all will be able to sue me. One day. And I'll have
Whoa.
YouTube, I love you.
King in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
BORAT is a journalist from Kazakhstan who travels to the United States in order to learn about the culture. On the surface, he's just acting like a fool to get reactions out of Americans. By appearing himself as this dumb interviewer and explicitly not American, people are willing to buy that he's just from a different culture.
Dude, because he has that accent.
suit is black, not. This suit is not black. No.
He often makes people cringe with his awkward behavior, and the language barrier creates some genius interactions.
What do you do?
I have spent years in construction. I'm recently retired.
You are retired.
Yes.
Unlike hidden camera shows, Borat hangs his characters in plain sight, because people don't realize they're playing in a comedy. Instead, they were told it's for an official documentary from Kazakh television, making all of the
No way.
interactions real.
What type of dog is this?
This is a tortoise.
Is this a cat in a hat?
A central theme in the movie is the cultural difference between the supposedly underdeveloped Kazakhstan and America.
USA, greatest country in the world.
And Borat is simply trying to adapt.
You look like Michael Jackson beat it. Man, you better get to... Can you teach me how to dress? How can I be like you? What's up with that vanilla face?
Throughout the movie, Borat says the most politically incorrect and racist stuff you can imagine and delivers nothing, and he makes people believe the craziest things, often making you wonder how on earth
that was
he
crazy.
got away with making this movie. But just referring to what he does as pranking is a bit
I gotta
reductive,
watch
because
that
it
movie.
goes much deeper than that. By being himself outrageous, he puts up a mirror, because it quickly shows just how ridiculous of a country America is sometimes guilty of being. And so, the goal of Borat was not only to make fun of people, but also to be a social commentary, a satire. To use humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, particularly in a context of contemporary politics and other topical issues. Well, at least, that was the goal. The movie became a great success, turning Borat into an international star and a highly quotable fixture of pop
What
culture.
the fuck?
Precisely because of its black humor and risky pranks. But these jokes didn't land well with everyone.
Well,
Borat-
yeah, the people that actually lived there probably didn't land too well.
Success got Cohen and the producers in tons of legal trouble and controversies. Multiple people who appear in the film have filed lawsuits for being misled
Oh, no
and
way.
exploited. Most notably the villagers of Borat's fictional hometown, who sued Cohen for
Told you.
$30 million in damages. These scenes were not shot in Kazakhstan, but in a small village in Romania named Glad, whose villagers were living in poverty and were being depicted as these barbaric people. But because they didn't understand English, they didn't know what was being said about them.
A stone mechanic and a
They're all like, what the fuck? Made fun of our village.
The people from the village felt betrayed, and some were so angry
I mean, you can't be mad. I mean, it's funny. I mean, I don't know though.
that they wanted to kill Borat.
I can't say how would they feel. But it's like,
But the real Kazakhstan wasn't too happy about Borat either. In 2006, the Kazakh government
told
banned
you.
Borat because the movie depicts Kazakhstan as this backwards country full of misogynists and anti-Semitic.
I told you, they're not. A lot of countries are not gonna like that. But
When Cohen hosted the MTV Awards as Borat, this is what happened.
I pretended
uh-oh.
that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, came on, and I got on my knees and I kissed his.
No.
They got so angry that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, actually flew to Washington
No way. He flew.
to complain to the American president.
Nah, that's crazy.
So I thought, bugger this, I'm going to Washington.
I would like to make a comment about my nation of Kazakhstan.
But why did Cohen choose Kazakhstan? He told the New York Times, "The Kazakhstan in the film has nothing to do with the real country. I chose Kazakhstan because it was a place that almost nobody in the US knew anything about,
I don't even know about Kazakhstan.
which allowed us to create a wild, comedic, fake world. And it's exactly this ignorance and prejudice about foreigners that Cohen is trying to expose.
Shave that dadgum mustache off so you're not so conspicuous. So you look like maybe an Italian. And I think there's a dadgum Muslim. I wonder what kind of bomb he's got strapped to.
The fuck?
People really let down their guard with Borat because they're in a room with somebody who seems to have these outrageous opinions. They sometimes feel much more relaxed about letting their own outrageous, politically incorrect opinions come out.
They're stupid.
It's also the case with these fraternity boys who tried to sue Cohen and his team for getting them drunk and tricking them into making racist statements.
Damn.
Are women your slaves in Russia?
Why would they say that?
No. Do you have slaves here?
No slaves. No slaves.
Yeah, this dude right here. This dude right here, you know he's yeah.
It is a shame.
And Borat.
Big shame.
In
But
total,
I don't know.
Borat
Maybe I haven't seen the whole film, so I don't know. But it looks what it looks like. From this.
accounted for at least 7 lawsuits, placing it
7 lawsuits?
among the most sued movies ever. During production, the police was called 92 times, and according
92 times?
to Cohen, even the FBI was informed.
They had
No.
so many complaints that there was a Middle Eastern man driving through America in an ice cream van that the
An
FBI
ice cream bag.
signed the team to us.
Sasha was not a US citizen at the time, so he had to often hide himself because he didn't want to get sent back to London. He
Dude,
was
that's funny.
able to stay undercover for 1.5 years in the US.
It would take about 6 months afterwards for me not to totally freak out whenever I saw a policeman.
But isn't Cohen taking comedy too far? Because even though Borat is a satire, the biggest criticism is that he went beyond any moral and ethical standards by portraying Kazakh people as misogynistic, barbarous, and anti-Semitic. And so the question is, where do you draw the line?
I was blamed for Kazakhstan's failure and banned from ever make reportings again. I was publicly humiliated.
Borat's success was both a gift and a curse. It caused Cohen to be spotted in public no matter what character he played, making it harder and harder to make such a film again. He said, "I realized that if I became famous myself, it would make my work almost impossible."
I was scared of becoming famous for a few.
Dude, he's so funny, bro. He's so, like, creative. Like, yeah, he might have pushed the line. But at that time, it was okay. And, like, nobody was doing it. I mean, like, he was creative to do that. I mean, that's, in my opinion, that's genius.
Years, no one actually knew what I looked like. So
It's
basically,
genius. Like, bro, that's funny. Like, sometimes you gotta learn how to take a joke. Life is too serious. Sometimes we take everything so serious. And we take even little things too serious. And sometimes we just need a laugh. A little laugh. It doesn't hurt nobody.
I was able to have
It's good to laugh.
the success without any of the, can I call it hassle?
After Borat grossed over $250 million back
200 million?
in 2006, Sacha
Damn.
Baron Cohen saw a decline in the performance of every film afterwards. The Dictator did $180
I
million,
mean, that one was funny, though. I like that movie.
Bruno did $140 million, but by 2016, Grimsby lost $7 million, and critics were stating that Baron Cohen is a one-trick pony. In 2016, Cohen said that Hollywood would be too scared to make Borat today.
Oh, yeah. They're
Explaining that the incredibly crude humor, which made the movie
Yeah, hell no.
so successful, was better suited to when the film
You would get canceled like this. Your whole industry movie would get canceled like this. Your whole movie company canceled like this. You like this canceled.
was first
Canceled.
released. Between
But
2006
at that time it was okay because those jokes were like pushing the line back.
and 2020,
Now
he took
you
long
can't.
breaks from acting and played characters with heavy makeup in order to be less recognizable. But after a 14-year hiatus, Borat came back with the movie Borat's subsequent movie film Delivery of Prodigious Bribe to Make American Great Benefit Once Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan,
The fuck?
which was purchased by Amazon for a whopping $80 million.
People make
That's
recognize
cool. Might have to watch both of them.
my face. I would need disguises.
And as if the controversy wasn't enough, this time Cohen decided to go all out. We see him return to the US with his daughter Tutar to take on the Rona anti-maskers, conspiracy theorists, and Trump supporters. Even going so
Oh, no way.
far to exposing US politicians who were trying to get an affair with his daughter. As Cohen said, you don't just want to interview some doorman at a hotel, you want to interview the incredibly wealthy guests at a penthouse, high-ranking politicians, or people who are threatening. The
Oh,
problem
shit.
is, it is definitely challenging, especially now with Twitter and Facebook. It's very, very hard to get away with. This meant that everything
Because
had
he's
to
so famous.
be done in complete secrecy.
How could I make another undercover movie? The way to do it was Borat goes in disguise. Found that after doing a lot of tests, if I was ginger, people were less likely to realize that it was me.
But it was also for this movie that Cohen really went too far, even putting his own safety in danger. At one point, he had to fear for his life at a gun rights rally.
If it feels like it's going to get violent, then you can't. The worst thing you can
Oh, what the fuck? Nah, bro, you're tripping.
do is crack and then realize that you're playing a
Hell
character.
nah, bro. I'm
You'll go,
good.
hey,
I'm
oh,
not
I just
good.
want to mock you and expose your racism.
them, then you're really in trouble.
By not breaking character, he is able to get away with it most of the time, but if he does, things can get really dangerous.
It happens occasionally. I mean, this was the first movie where I've had to wear a bulletproof vest.
No way.
Under your hand flow. What are we gonna do with the radical leftists? We're gonna chop them up like the Saudis do?
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Get him out of here.
Are we locked?
The doors are locked?
Pulled it.
Drive.
Hell nah, that's crazy. At a guns rally is crazy, bro. You're tripping. You are tripping.
One of the guys who stormed the stage went for his pistol. There was a very brave guard who actually grabbed his hand and leaned in and said, "It's not worth it, buddy."
Also famously exposed Donald Trump's attorney and former New York City mayor Rudy Giuliani, who was being filmed putting his hands down his pants while alone in a hotel room with Borat's daughter.
Naughty, naughty.
We're gonna have to watch
Giuliani
that.
sued Cohen for $95 million, but Cohen recently won the lawsuit. After years of doing such controversial stunts, Cohen has not lost a single lawsuit. Many of the
That's good.
cases were either won by Cohen or thrown out, such as the one for the Village of Glad.
Yeah, cause bro, you watch the movie, it's funny. I'm gonna have to watch it cause I bet this shit is funny.
Of course,
I bet the judge had a fucking laugh. He's like, oh, I guess I gotta watch it. Bro, watch it, man, bro, just
Cohen has his paperwork
bro.
right and knows what he
Dying
is doing. But another big reason is that despite his
stupid but
pranks,
funny.
he is being taken seriously. Borat has become a form of cultural activism, and because Sacha Baron Cohen is Jewish himself, he is using comedy and satire to expose people's prejudices about these minorities and other cultures.
Exactly.
Feeling both the worst, but also the best in people. For Borat 2, he raised $150,000 to help genuine people who have become victim of his pranks, and donated another $100,000 to the church. As one entertainment lawyer said, "The truth is, if he's been sued that many times and won, that means someone is getting something right."
Exactly.
The second Borat movie was nominated for an Oscar and became the longest movie name ever to be nominated.
That's funny. What the fuck? I gotta watch that.
After being chased, nearly arrested multiple times, followed by the FBI and sued during his filmmaking process, the question remains, is it still worth it? Sacha Baron Cohen stated that he has permanently retired from playing Borat.
Oh shit, he retired. He officially retired from playing Borat.
Because eventually, his luck will run out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm traumatized, but I definitely don't want to go out and shoot another one of these movies ever again. They're too hard, as you can see.
It's worth a word just to say how brave Cohen is, because not many comedians are interested in attacking the most painful issues of our society.
Alright. We're gonna watch that movie right now.
Borat kinda led his career into a downward spiral, and Hollywood rarely
Like, comment, subscribe, and in case you don't know, we out of here.
Bye, have a great time.